Hi Gemini, and welcome to Many Moons Tarot. My name is Kayla, and today we'll be doing your mid-monthly reading for September. We'll pull some oracle cards along the way, kind of see where you're at this month. This message could be love related, finance related, anything that Spirit has for you. There'll be a message in here that comes out today. Remember that this message isn't for everyone, so take what only resonates and leave out the rest. But with that, we'll go ahead and get started on getting your general message and overall feeling for this reading. Gemini. So we have Two of Pentacles here. Maybe you could be making a choice. Maybe you're juggling a lot right now. Maybe, you're having a hard time choosing between two decisions. That's possible. Could be finance related with the Pentacles. Maybe you have two job opportunities on the horizon you don't know what to take. We're going to clarify and see what stands out here. We have Five of Pentacles. I think maybe you could be worried that there's some changes here in your life, and it's gonna be a big thing for you. The Pentacles are standing out quite prominently here. Eight of Wands. Could be really fast. Maybe this hasn't been that long ago that this started up, so whatever it is, I think it could be really sudden. And maybe you have to make this choice fast before you miss out maybe on an opportunity. Let's get one more card here. Yes, so Eight of Cups. So I think maybe you have to make a decision to walk away from something, and I think it could revolve around a lot of changes and potentially leaving people in your life for something that you're unsure about. You're trying so hard to do what's best for you, and I think maybe with this Five of Pentacles and Eight of Wands, it's happening fast, and I think you could be a little lost. That's a message that really is standing out pretty well here. Well, let's clarify the Five of Pentacles for Gemini. Why are they worried? What is happening here that makes them so worried and like leaving people out maybe in the cold? So, came out in the reverse, but we have Page of Wands. Gullible, impatient, and procrastinating. So I think, the opposite of this is rushing head first. And I think now you're at this standstill almost, where you're like, I don't know how to tell these people what's going on in my life. I think, you're stepping on the brakes. And you're like, I gotta make my mind up real quick on what I want to do. But I think Spirit is saying, you better hurry up. You gotta make that decision. And I think the way these, wands are facing, I think, it's pushing you to, yes, you have to move. You have to go somewhere to figure this out. And I think it could be causing a lot of turmoil in your life. That's what I'm seeing. At the end of the day, you'll make that decision. Let's see, what's this Eight of Wands? This really fast moving energy here. We have the Fool. New beginnings. Leap of faith. Yeah. I think it's hitting hard for you right now, You want a chance at something, It's scary. I can't tell you how many times that I've probably missed out on opportunities in my life because I've been so worried about something. And I think Spirit is saying, now's a really good time to, take that leap of faith, right? So I think you have to do that. Let's see, what's this Eight of Cups? Sorry if you hear my cats very loud in the background. What's this Eight of Cups for Gemini? Two of Coins, priorities, finding balance. In the reverse, you know, you're feeling overwhelmed. I can see that too with, you know, this procrastination energy. But, yeah, we have the Two of Coins. So, twos and twos. You're having trouble, you know, finding balance, finding peace. But I think maybe you could have a hard time paying the bills right now even. The Five of Pentacles and this, you know, collections. There's a collections on here. So there could be a big bill that you need to pay off. And I think you're just having a hard time. Because I think you're a really caring person, Gemini. And I think it's going to hurt people. Because I think people just, you know, like you around them. But at the end of the day, it's what, you know, you come first. At the end of the day, you come first. Let's get a Moonology card for you to see what Spirit has. This could be something in your subconscious, something Spirit wants you to know, something you might already know. Detoxify. So I think maybe you're also walking away from something that's been hurting you maybe, and you're just giving your energy to something that no longer serves you. And I think you're going to hurt people around you, but at the same time I feel like maybe they've hurt you. Maybe, you know, maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, not necessarily. There is a Taurus on the card. But I think this person could be a really stubborn person, and you've, you know, put up with them for too long, and you've procrastinated long enough. And I think now's the time that Spirit is saying, hey, there's an opportunity here to make your life better. And I think you're going to go for that. But I think you're just maybe having the hard time trying to figure out the words to say too. But it's going to be good for you. Let's get a feelings card. What are Gemini's feelings in this situation in the middle of September? Anger. I don't know why. Maybe you're dealing with somebody, and I don't necessarily want to say they could be, you know, hurtful to you, but maybe that's what this detoxify is too. You need to get away from this toxic energy, potentially. Maybe they're not putting their foot in and helping with bills, right? And you're done with it, you know. But that could be it. Maybe you just don't know how have the words to say, like, hey, I'm leaving. We're done. I have better resources here elsewhere, and I'm going to get there. But let's see. Let's get a final message from Spirit to kind of confirm this reading for you, Gemini. Whatever it is, there's a decision that needs to be made. Very well related to finance. I see that. But I think with these cups here, the Eight of Cups, it could be related to love as well. I think you're, you know, separating yourself from the, you know, negative energy that you could be experiencing right now in your life. $35. Cultivate gratitude. Cultivate gratitude daily, and your future will be filled with even more blessings. So I think you got to be grateful, you know, be grateful for the the path that you're on. Be grateful for the people that have crossed your path, because everything that you've given to others is going to come back to you just as much, if not more. But I think you'll figure that out. I think you have a lot of good stuff here. You know, the worst is coming to an end, and I don't think you should be sad about it. I think you just need to look at, maybe this situation as a blessing in disguise. And, I think the best is yet to come for you, Gemini. But with that, I hope there was a message that you can take away from this. If so, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel to grow. I've also started doing some shorts, so that's something I want to start doing every few days. Kind of, build some viewership as well. But I do plan on doing some personal readings here coming up, so be on the lookout for that. But until then, I really appreciate you tuning into this reading, Gemini. We'll see you next month. Take care.